I'm gonna start dating like I sell homes, and here's how to do it. Hi, I'm Sarah Takens. This is All Day Highly Distracted, and today we are going to talk about how selling a home correlates to your dating process. You ready for it? Here we go. So the first stage, prepping your home. Make yourself all beautiful. This is not my beautiful look, by the way. This is just I'm in the middle of doing other things and I wanted to make a video. So here we are. So second stage, house hunting. So as you're scrolling, you're flipping, you're swiping right, you're swiping left. This is the house hunting stage, just like you are on Zillow or homes.com and you're swiping and you're like, oh, do I like this house? Let me look at the details. The things that I look for, like I will instantly, here's a little insight. If you guys are scoping me out, here's a little insight to what I look for in a profile. Are you a Christian? Are you conservative or moderate? Are you open to kids? Not that I want to birth more children, but I have 4. So if you're not even open to children, like we're probably not going to match. Let's see, what other things do I look at? Do you have a job? Do you work? Height, I don't care about. I don't know. There's other things on there, but that's majorly. Oh, also, did you actually fill out your profile? And do you have more than 2 pictures? And can I see your eyes and your teeth in your pictures? Do you have other women in your pictures? That's a no. Yeah. So those are the things that I look for. So now I'm looking, I'm like, oh, look at this house. It's great. Oh, all the details match. Like, this is great. I think I want to go see this house, right? So then we check with the agent. We're like, hey, what can you tell me about this house? Just like we message them, we're like, hey, what can you tell me about you? And if the things that the agent tells you and the seller's disclosure tell you match up with what the man is telling you, it is time to go on your first showing. You got your first date coming up, you got your first showing. So you go in, you say, and you're like, okay, like, do the photos match? Because we all know filters can hide quite a bit. Did the photos match? We see like, oh, is there humor here? Is there consideration here? Does he have manners? Does the furnace work? And are there any cracked windows? Does the home seem secure? And then the next step is the open house, right? We've maybe seen the house once or twice in dating. We might have gone on like 3, 4, 5 dates. By now, we might be like a month and a half in. Let's do the open house, shall we? So the open house allows multiple people to give you multiple feedbacks all at the same time. If their friends are like razzing on them and like they're just having a good time and like you can tell that nobody's nervous, everybody's just cut loose, like that might actually be a good sign. If you get some girl side-eyeing you, that might be the chance to like take them aside and be like, what should I know about this dude? Pay attention to the body language. It helps a lot. Time to make an offer, right? If we like the house, if we've got enough dates, we've done the open house, we've put enough time in, we've met the people that we need to meet to make sure that these are decent human beings, right? Time for the home inspection. And I know what you're thinking. I mean, maybe. Typically not me, but maybe. But more realistically, do things check out? Have you gone through a full 4 seasons with this person? Do you know if they have seasonal depression? I do. Do you know if they get super tan in the summer or if they lose their tan in the winter? Do you know if they get laid off in the winter and now suddenly they have no job and they just sit around, they're lazy? Have you been inside their home to see how they keep it? Have you done a pop by to see what's it like on a daily basis, or do they just always have to clean? You always have to have that scheduled meeting, which raises some red flags to me. Like, if you always need me to schedule when I come over, like, who else is there? Who else is there, sir? We won't get into that. Next, home inspection done. Now it's time for the appraisal. Do you guys align for the future? Is there value in this relationship? This is where you start having some of those tough conversations, like, what are your financial goals? What are your family goals? What are your hopes and dreams and aspirations? Because if you decide that this might be your person, but they want to live in Hawaii half the year every year, but you're a school teacher. How you gonna make that work? Finally, the closing process. Now we know that we have the clear to close, like everything lines up, everything looks good. Guess what? If you like it, then you better put a ring on it. That is my right hand. You gotta put it on the left hand. I mean, you could put one on my right hand too if you want to. I'm not much of a jewelry person, but I'll wear it. If it's from you, boo, I'll wear it. So the closing process with the house, that means we have the clear to close. Everything's done. We have a 3-day waiting period. There is a waiting period once you're engaged. I wish we had put engagements in the newspaper still. You know why? Do you know how many women might pop up and be like, "Hey, he's my boo," if we still had to do that? No, everybody can just get engaged in secret, and then suddenly somebody pops out. This did not happen to me, okay? I'm not talking on personal experience here. Ridiculous. I'm not. This is probably some Maury Povich show that I saw at some point. Anyway, that's the engagement process. That's the closing process. Guess what? It's closing day. Closing time. This is the wedding. This is the day of the wonderful days where we can now start cohabitating, or maybe you just have already cohabitated. I don't know. I'm not judging. I listen and I don't judge. For me, I gotta be married though. I'm not living with another man unless I got a ring on my finger and we've said the vows and we've done the things. I will sign a prenup, sir. I will sign a prenup. I don't care about your money. I don't want to live with you until we know it's a thing. All right? There's just too much tomfoolery in this world to not make it a thing. The house is now yours. That man, that woman is now yours forever and forever. And you swore some vows to make sure that it stayed that way. But then you move in together and you find out there's some quirks. You didn't realize that the furnace went kaboom every single time it turns on and off. Nobody disclosed that to you. You didn't realize that fan in the bathroom never actually shuts off. It's just always on, and you didn't realize that because you just had the light on. So why would that be a thing, right? But it's always on. And it's just like the guy is always on, always on. That might be from personal experience. I'm just saying. So you got to learn to live with the quirks, right? And then sometimes you have to bring in special help. So you bring in the help of, a therapist, or you bring in, HVAC. Either way, there's special people to help with special people. So if you're anywhere in this stage of dating, marriage, love, romance, what do you think? How did I do? How did I tie the two together? I think it went well. I think it deserves a second date. Right, boo? Okay, see ya, bye.